today.
True.
That's the first thing.
Yeah.
We need to thank God. We need to appreciate God.
Yes.
We need to say thank you, Jesus, for making it possible for we to see a new day today. So other things can follow, which that is our desire, and that's what every Nigerian wants.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, we need to appreciate God for giving us a wonderful day like this. And you know, most of the people have slept, and today they are in the mortuary.
True.
But for we to see for we to see today, we need to, I mean, be happy and appreciate God for that. So, and when we look beyond that and said about our leaders,
yes,
the president and the promises that he have done for Nigerian people, and to be honest with you, I'm not impressed.
Okay.
And because it's not doing anything.
Yes. So, what aspects would you say you expected so much? What are the areas, what industries, what parastatals did you think Buhari should have done better in the last 3 years that they're still pending?
Yeah, of course, he promised a lot, and he talked about corruption.
Yes, corruption.
He talked about, because why I'm starting from the corruption is that because I'm one of the International Anti-Corruption Assembly here in Europe.
Yeah.
So he talked about security. Yeah. He talked about...
Okay, before we go on, we want to open the phone line so that you can also join in this morning's conversation with Prince Ogbonna. And the number to call is 020-7536-0382. 020-7536-0382. Please call in. Let's hear your views. Any Nigerian out there, even if you're non-Nigerian, a lover, a friend of Nigeria, any Igbo Kweno out there from Imo State watching, please, this might be your next governor for next year. So please make sure you join in this conversation. So back to you, Prince.
Yeah, as I was saying, when you talk about corruption, they said charity begins at home.
Definitely.
You need to start from home. You need to start from your party, which is APC. You need to start dealing with the issues, not having something in your mind, how to deal with other parties and people who did not vote for you. Because Nigeria have gone beyond that. We are people that believe in one thing, and what we believe is you need to get it right.
Yeah.
Then that's the reason why people voted in.
Exactly.
So for him to go there and all this while, we've been seeing a lot of, you know, people complaining left and right, and other parties are complaining left and right, and he needs to put things right. And
do you think, you know, over time, in the last 3 years, I've seen our president in and out of the hospital. Like, you know, it's just been in and out of hospital. Do you think his health might have also been a factor to him actually delivering all his promises?
Honestly speaking, I always give thanks to God, because we pray for him for good health. Yeah. So we don't want him to die. We don't want to lose him. Definitely. So, and this is the time he needs to go home and rest and give space for the young ones to take over. Because I think if I have him as my father, that is my advice for him. You have done well. You have proved something to yourself. You have proved something to the world. But this is the time you need to go home and rest.
So you think, and I've noticed that lately, most of the presidential candidates for 2019, or most of the candidates, even in the gubernatorial elections too, a lot of young people are coming out now.
Of course.
That's really interesting. I like that.
Yeah, of course, because we can't just keep, you know, because I'm saying it that we are sleeping. And it's not good for we to stay far from the truth. Yeah. And we are on the other side and keep complaining and complaining and complaints doesn't change anything. Issues. Yes. So what we need to do is attack the issue and put it right and put smile on our people's face and restore their hope And first of all, what we need to do is to seek the face of God.
I like that. You put God first in everything.
Of course, because if we don't get it right, because God first, you know, what I believe in Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Yeah.
And he said, first of all, seek you the kingdom of God. Other things shall be added unto you.
Yeah.
That's right. Then if really we need a change, proper change, we need to return back to our first love. And our first love is Christ.
Yeah.
Then when we get that done,
yeah,
then we start attacking the issues, because we can do nothing without Christ.
Okay.
We can do nothing without God.
So before we move into Imo State itself, let's talk about Nigeria as a whole. Because obviously they said if the head is bad, it's going to affect the whole part of the body.
Yeah.
So what areas do you think we really need to, or the governors or the leaders or the presidential candidates and the current president should work on? Because I personally, obviously, I think like 2 years ago, was it 2 years ago when the exchange rate really went bad? I was really disappointed. And this put a lot of people in situations where I'm not saying that, yeah, everybody has to school abroad, don't get me wrong. Sure. But I think everybody has the right to do whatever they want to if they're in a stable economy. So you find out that even people that are sending their kids abroad cannot even afford it anymore, because it's more like it's double. And people are struggling. So the exchange rate is going high. Obviously, there are no jobs, and it's not as if there's an increment in salary. There's no fuel, there's no power, and the list goes on and on.
Sure.
What is that first thing you think that should be tackled in Nigeria? And you think maybe if they tackle that, then maybe we're talking.
Honestly, we need to empower the youth. We need to create jobs. That's the most important thing in Nigeria, is to tackle employment and see how to create more jobs, left and right, east, west, south, all part of Nigeria, to create it. That's the area. And again, security is very, very important. And also look another part of seeing how we can have steady light.
True, very important.
Because if we don't have steady light, there is nothing like companies.
There is, no.
Because company cannot operate without
And we've seen top companies, top multinationals move to Ghana.
Of course, a lot of companies want to come to Nigeria.
Yeah.
But the problem is that we don't have steady light.
Yeah.
How can they operate?
Function.
It's very, very,
And even if the youth want to, even if they don't want to get like a normal 9-to-5 job, Power will help them start a business. And make the business run, and even all other Nigerians out there.
That's right.
The
truth is, the people or the governors, I'm sorry to say this because I don't know whether they have proper meeting with the with the president to tell him, because sometimes when you tell the ones that I had, that president always said that he doesn't know this, he have never had this. It's not his fault because it's not at home.
Yeah, true.
He's always out. He's in the hospital, which we've been praying for him. Thank God he's okay today. Then this is the time he need to sit home, have a rest, then and give space for that office, so that the people can create a job for the young ones, to empower them, and we put steady light and tackle the security. Because when you see, why are we saying about the security? The Boko Haram is just coming in, day by day. Coming in even in the house. Do
you think, because the Boko Haram issue, our president actually said that he was able to tackle that?
He haven't.
Then we now have the Fulani herdsmen.
Then, and remember, one thing we need to know is that Nigeria is for all of us. So if you have your business, you need to take care of your business. So the Fulani herdsmen need to, because this is their business. We are not against them. We are afraid to do your business, but you need to have a steady. You need to have a steady place where you call your place. This is where people look for, when they come to you, they can see you there. True. So you don't need to scatter all over Nigeria. You don't need to move from left to right. Here in Europe, we have people who have the same business, but they have a place. They normally assemble all those stuff. So they need to put it right there so that people can have their peace. That is it.
So you think it's time for the youth or the younger ones to rule Nigeria? We are tired. I think I'm personally tired of the older ones.
Not only you, a lot of youth are tired because we've been hearing back in the days when I was a little kid, we've been hearing that the young one for tomorrow, the youth is for tomorrow. And I've been asking my father when
will tomorrow come?
Yeah, when tomorrow will come. So, and my father said, pray very hard. Pray very hard. And as I'm praying and I keep believing God that I think today is the tomorrow. And as today, I ask all the youth all over Nigeria to stand up and say no. And say no for corruption. And say no to that man who wants to buy you off with that chain. Do you know why they are still buying people off? It's because they knew that if Nigeria is no more like other countries, because in other countries where you go, you can see like the rich people, the middle class, and the poor, because there's no way you can never get the poor people.
Definitely.
So then now in Nigeria we don't have any middle class.
It's
or you are rich
or
you are poor.
Which is really sad.
Which is sad. It's a shame. So what they did there is to just block up all the whole areas where people can escape and say no and stand on the truth. But they block all the whole areas. Why they block that is to buy these people off. When the time of the election, and it's on the corner.
It's on the corner, and we'll be talking about that right after we come back from our break. We'll go straight into Imo State and the future for Imo State. We are still here with Prince Ogbonna. We're going on a short break now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Band Breakfast Show. If you're just joining us, you've missed a lot. We're talking about the Democracy Day. Happy Democracy Day, Nigeria. Any Nigerians watching? If you have your thoughts to talk about regarding the last 3 years of Buhari in government, let's hear your thought. Do you think he's been wonderful? Do you think he's fulfilled all his promises he's told us? Or do you think there's more to do? Or do you think he should just, by next year, just sign out and say, you know what, I'm done. I think somebody else should take over. What are your thoughts? Please call the number. It's 0207-536-0382. And I'm still here with my wonderful guest, the gubernatorial aspirant for Imo State, Prince Eliezer Onyewuchi Ogbonna. Yes, I pronounced it well. I have Igbo blood in me. So welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
We've been talking about Nigeria, we've been talking about Buhari. Now let's talk about Imo State. A lot of things have been going on in Imo State.
That's right.
A little birdie told me that the present governor, Rochas, is trying to put his son-in-law in government or to succeed him. Is that true?
Yeah, of course.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true. Yes, of course.
And what are the Imo State people or the citizens of Imo State? What do they have to say to that?
To be honest with you, they are not pleased with that.
Yeah.
And he's trying to convince them, trying to push them to the wall, for them to accept it. But it's unfair.
Very unfair.
It's a shame. So I don't buy the idea of that, because I think Imo State is for everyone.
Yes.
So, and once you're a leader, you're a servant.
We have a caller on the line. Good morning. Good morning, Olumide. Thank you for calling the Band Breakfast Show. What do you have to say?
Hello?
Hello, good morning. Thank you for calling the Band Breakfast Show.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning. Do you want to share your views about Do you want to talk up to the...
Thank you very much. I really... Hello, good morning.
Hello, we can hear you clearly.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm just calling from Ireland.
Oh, nice. Thank you so much, all the way from Ireland. So we have a wonderful guest in the studio. Would you like to talk to our guest, or you want to tell us about Nigeria's Democracy Day? Olumide, are you there?
Yeah.
What are your contributions? Olumide.
Yeah, well, I just want to talk about Nigeria Democracy Day.
Please go ahead.
I just want to talk about Nigeria Democracy Day.
Go ahead, we can hear you.
Yeah, it's just like what is going on. What is going on in Nigeria now is pathetic. Like,
Olumide, you need to turn down the volume of your TV so that it doesn't interrupt with our conversation. Are you still there? Okay, Olumide, please call back, and I'm really, really interested. I want to hear your views. Okay, we have another caller on the line. Okay. No, we don't have a caller again. Please call back, please share your views. It's Nigerian Democracy Day, 3 years of Buhari in government. What do you have to say? And joining me in the studio is the gubernatorial aspirant for Imo State, Prince Ogbonna. If you have anything to say, please let's hear your thoughts. Any Igbokwenu watching me, please, please, please call the line and let's talk. So, Prince, let's talk about the crisis at Imo State right now. So, obviously, Governor Rochas is trying to put his son-in-law, making it look like a family business, which is wrong. But do you think he might scale through?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, we have another caller on the line. Good morning, Ade. Thank you for calling the Bed Breakfast Show. Do you want to go ahead with your contribution?
Good morning.
Thank you for calling, Ade. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine, thank you. So, do you want to go ahead with your contribution?
Yeah, well, as a patriotic Nigeria, I'm a proud one for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, today is 19 years of democracy. So far, I do believe we are progressing, though it's still nonsense democracy. The reason is because we are still struggling in different aspects of our life and development in our country, compared to the Western world that they are over 200 years of democracy.
Yes.
That's interruption.
So do you think we will get there? Because we are just 19 years away.
Come again?
Do you think we will get there? Because you said...
We will get there definitely, because for 19 years, military have not interfered.
Yeah.
So for this, we are getting there. And our politicians started learning their lesson. Where the democracy is involving, an incumbent was defeated. And then when you see other elections, like state government, state governors and other, incumbents sometimes
we actually have a gubernatorial aspirant in the studio for Imo State. Would you like to talk to him?
Well, not too much. Like I said, everyone that we have a level playground for politicians that involved in politics in Nigeria. That's what we're involving, and we are. It's not like military whereby you be intimidated or whatever. You can see the 2019 presidential. Everyone is coming that I want to become president. No one is saying no, you can't be president. Everyone is coming like the gentleman in the studio. We want to go to. We want to aspire to be a governor in the state. No one is intimidating him. So democracy is more better than a military regime. Okay. In the aspect of the President Buhari government, so far I do believe with what we met on ground, and that was the reason why we changed the party that has been in power for 16 years.
Yes.
And what have they done? They've done a lot of damage. We like it or not. They destroyed our country. Yeah. They stole our money. It is not news. It is fact. And when some of them take the money, we see their lawyers.
So, Ade, should I ask you a question? Do you think President Buhari should have a second term?
This is his constitutional right. Like the man there too, it is his own constitutional right to aspire to be governor of Imo State. So when people come out and say, I remember it's just people just try to play politics. A senator Bruce talk about Buhari should go back to Daura. And a president in one other African country, 96 years of age, won an election some months back. And Ben Bruce was congratulating a 96-year-old man being a president of the nation. But he's saying Buhari should go back. Then you understand those people telling the president who has the constitutional right to contest, telling him to go back to his village. And just playing politics. The man has done well because we know PDP what they did, and that's why they are desperate to come back.
Don't you think, Ade, don't you think maybe people are saying that because of, obviously, his health, yes, it's not obvious.
Everybody has health challenges, my dear.
Yes, we know that. We know everyone has health challenges, but obviously you need to be physically fit to be able to own that kind of office, that position. You know that, Ade. You know that. And we know Buhari has been in and out of the hospital. And obviously, age is not on the side. Anyway, Ade, thank you for calling the Bed Breakfast Show. We really appreciate your call. You can please call back again if you have another thing to say, especially about Imo State and Governor Rochas trying to make his son-in-law the next governor of Imo State. So, Prince, like we were saying, are people protesting about him trying to put his son-in-law there? Because he can say, obviously, he has constitutional right to be there. But we know that it looks a bit dicey.
Yeah, to be honest with you, like I always said before, it's to me, it's shame, honestly, because Imo State is not like it's not like a family affair. Yeah. So what you need to do, I know him very well. So, but what he needs to do is to open his hands and be fair to everyone. Imo citizen to choose who is the right person. Yeah. You know, so there is a proverb that our people normally say that alone yoku fitri who is the one, the head, who can take this cap, let him wear the cap. Yeah. If the cap fit your head, take it. So, but the truth about the issue now is that why, I always ask them, I always ask people, why this noise? Yeah. Is it not the man that Imo State people voted in? Yeah, true. Why are we crying? No, they didn't know maybe he might want to turn back at them. I'm coming. You will get where I'm coming from. Yeah. That's the reason why I come to Imo State and said, I must clean the tears of my people. Okay. We must seek the face of God because we have offended God. This is the time we need to get it right. This is the time we need to seek the face of God. The Bible made us to understand that one thing, if my people that I call by my name will humble themselves and pray. Honestly, I will heal their land. Of course. Definitely. And if we can also turn away from our wicked ways. Yeah. And for sure we know that we have offended God. Imo State is for God. Yeah. But nobody remember God again. What we are after is our pocket. Yeah. And the people who are, running left and right, from APC to PDP, from PDP to ALGA, yeah. To be honest with you, they go in dancing blues and reggae with the president governor, yeah. And when they find out that he said that he's not going to give them the little cake, they start jumping out,
Oh.
going to other parties,
Parties.
going to the ABGA, because they use ABGA as a platform to get the Igbos.
Oh.
That's the corruption. And always say that is shame to them.
Yeah. And you now, you're going on the UPP.
Yeah.
Yes, and
United Progressive Party.
Okay.
And this party is, I think, this is the only party that Igbos have. But they are doing a great mistake by saying ABGA. ABGA is corrupt. To be honest with you, I don't talk about politics, trying to paint it white when it's red.
Yeah.
No. Check very well. Take your time. I always tell Igbo people, the Imo State people, take your time. Watch the people that is in ABGA. 2 months ago, where are they? 3 months ago, where are they? 2 years ago, where are they?
Yeah.
They are dancing
Reggae
and blues with the Rogers. After dancing, they just jump out.
Because
Rogers fell to give them the portion.
Yeah.
And now they are fighting him. Why shouldn't you stood on your ground from the beginning and said, no, enough is enough. Our people need to rest. Our people need a good governor. Someone who fear God. Someone who stand on the truth. Someone who knows about the corruption. Someone who can stand and defend his people.
And the person is Praise Ogbonna. We will be
This is the man. I have a mandate.
Yes. And you have to fulfill it.
Yes, I have a mandate from God. And I must give that mandate to my people.
Yes, we will become, obviously, we will be talking more on Imo and obviously your decision to run and what you will do for Imo State right after the break. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. It's getting interesting right now. Welcome back to the Ben Breakfast Show. If you're just joining us, we've been talking about Imo State. But prior to that, we've been talking about Nigeria's Democracy Day and Nigeria over 3 years of President Muhammadu Buhari's regime and how good or bad it has been. I'm not saying it's been bad. I'm just, talking for you. And obviously, we've had callers giving up their views regarding Nigeria's state at the moment and why some people think President Muhammadu Buhari should step down and some people think he has the right to step in again and go for the second term. Now in the studio, we've been talking about different things about Nigeria. In Imo State, we have the gubernatorial aspirant for Imo State 2019, and so make sure you watch out. Praise Ogbonna is in the studio. And now we're going straight into what is going on in Imo State right now. And we're talking about Governor Rocha's plan, plan. Let me make it look good. Plan to make his son-in-law the next governor of Imo State, which doesn't just look good. From even hearing it doesn't look good. And yes, and we've been talking about it and why people have been protesting, against it. And you have decided also to run office as the next governor for 2019, and you're contesting under the UPP.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to contest, and what are the changes you're going to make in Imo State?
To be honest with you, we have a lot to change in Imo State. We need to change the face of Imo State. We need to restore our people. First of all, we need to seek the face of God, like I always say.
Yeah.
Because what I'm planning now, the first thing I called all the ministers of the gospel. Whosoever that know that he believed in God, he called upon Jesus Christ of Nazareth to come out. Both the fathers, the Roman Catholic fathers, the Archbishop, whosoever, and all the Pentecostal churches, let them come out. We need to have 2 days praying and fasting to restore the face of
I think they need more than 2 days.
Yeah.
They need 7 days.
They need some
dry fast.
Yeah, dry fasting. But I know God is a merciful Father.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So what we are looking up to is that, first of all, because day after, the campaign going left and right, doing one thing or the other. But what I'm after
we have a caller on the line. Good morning, Chief. Good morning.
Right. I have a question for the UPP gentleman.
Okay, please go ahead, sir.
Right. He's condemning everyone in APC.
Okay.
Even yourself. I can see you supporting him.
I'm not supporting him. I'm just listening to what he has to say.
No, your body language tells us what's happening.
Really?
Prince Ebenezer Onyebuchi is not a good candidate, because if he's a good candidate, he will not be running people down. He should be campaigning for himself, not running people down. I'm not an Igbo man, but I'm a Nigerian, right? They go in, they tell us one thing, they go in there, they do something else. Onyebuchi, where has he been? Is he a boy that is condemning Buhari's age? A young boy born today could die today. We should leave Buhari's age alone.
Yeah, but I think everyone has the right to their opinion.
No. The man is trying. Leave his age alone. Age is not on anybody's side. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Chief, for calling. But I need to say that everyone, you are entitled to your opinion, like you called and you felt it wasn't right. And he also has the right to his own opinion, too. Everyone has the right to their opinion. And I'm not supporting APC. I'm not even a politician. I'm just doing my own job right there. But thank you so much for calling. So back to Prince, and you were talking about things you need to change in Imo State.
That's right. Yeah, and I just want to put something to across the whole Nigeria.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm not condemning any party.
Okay.
But we are not getting it right.
Yes.
That is the truth about it. If we are not getting it right, if you take exam and you fail, you will need to read your book and see how you can pass.
Yeah.
And this is the time, because we have never gotten it right. I'm not condemning anybody. No one is perfect.
Yeah.
We are trying to go for the perfection.
Yeah.
So that is it. So secondly, about Imo State,
Yeah.
I'm not condemning Rogers, but I'm condemning things that he's doing.
True.
And I'm condemning things that people doing with him. So I'm a child of God. If you're a child of God, and every child of God in Imo State and Imolite, we know that Imo State is for God. And we are not doing it right. And this is the time we need to seek the face of God. Like as I said, we need to call all the whole ministers of the gospel for we to pray and seek the face of God, so that we can restore Imo State back to the Lord. Put it in the hand of God. So
okay,
that
we have another caller on the line. Good morning, Tunde. Thank you for calling the Ben Breakfast Show. What do you have to say?
You see, to buttress what the last man have just said, that people condemning someone about the election. All politicians are the same. Yes. All politicians are the same. I don't trust anyone of them.
Okay.
But it happens here too. They will say something and they will do another thing. It's because it's not there. If it's there now, we see the difference. It's like, I'll give you an example. The coach is talking about, oh yeah, when he wasn't there, he was even against the government of the day then.
Yeah.
But now he's there now, the power comes into their head. They forget where they come from. They are all the same. Not that he's sitting down there now, saying this, saying that. I hope he comes into government, and we will see the changes we want to do, which I believe is easier said than done. So I wouldn't say more than that. So all those blasphemy, this and that, it happens across. It's not for him alone. Anybody can say anything they want. It all depends on the people who's going to vote for them. If they like him and his program, so be it. But I tell you, 100% they are failures. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tunde. I can see a lot of Nigerians are not happy. Obviously, Nigerians are not happy because I'm a Nigerian. I'm not even happy about the state of Nigeria. And that's why sometimes it's okay to just talk about what's going on in Nigeria. And when you're talking about what's going on in Nigeria, it's not like you're trying to condemn anybody. You're just trying to say the truth. The truth is that the exchange rate in Nigeria has really gone up. The truth is that Nigeria does not have power. The truth is that there's no security in Nigeria. The truth is that we're not in the state we should be in. I'm sure you want to send money to some of your family members right now, and it's like, yeah, it might look a lot when you send it to them, but they find it hard to actually send things or come, or you have people back home that are doing businesses here. It's so hard. A lot of them can't do it anymore because everything has skyrocketed. So I think sometimes it's good to just hit the nail on the head where it should be. The truth is that, yeah, all politicians, they all sing the same language, but another truth is that we never know until they get there. Yeah. Everybody will come and say, I'll do this, I'll do that. That is what a politician would say. But maybe they will do it. I think we just need to just wait and watch. Because if we keep saying that, oh, they will all say this, they all say that, and they don't do, how will we know the one that would do? The one that would do will just come out and say, I'm going to do this. Obviously, I know there are a lot of people that are not being sincere, looking at the history of politics, especially in Africa. It's not a Nigerian thing, it's an African thing. We found leaders like Mugabe that decided to stay there for like 3 decades. So it's an African situation. There is greed going on in Africa. Our leaders just need a revival. I really need to say that. But anyway, let's go back to the Muslim, because a lot of Nigerians are angry. So yes, let's go back to Imo.
Yeah, and I always keep saying it. For we to get it right, we need to put it in the hand of God. Yeah. Because when we keep blaming people, blame cannot solve the problem. Like people normally says that all politicians are the same. It might be when Rogers is coming, he was preaching to them. Because there's a difference between a child of God and a church goer. Yeah. So there is a difference when you find someone that believes the word of God and practice the word of God. There's a different thing between that person and the church goer. Yeah. So I'm not condemning anyone. But what I'm saying is that by the grace of God, we will get it right. Yeah. And for we to get it right, this is the only areas that we're looking up to. We must follow things the way God wants us to work with. If we don't follow the instruction from God, we will make mistakes. And that's why we are making this mistake, because we are doing things in our own way, in our own wisdom, forgetting God. It's like you go to, when you went to school and you drop your books, yeah, whatever, outside the class, and you know, then at the end of the day, we are going home with nothing.
So what areas, what do you intend to do in Imo State? Because I know you're
Number one, we need to empower the youth by, when you go to Imo State, there is no company in Imo State. There is no company. Absolutely, you can never even get one functioning. With what we have in Imo State is hotel and the fleet station. That is not working. How many people are you employing? But today, I have gone around, I have gotten people who are ready to invest in Imo State. At least for we to have like 700 to 800 companies coming into Imo State. Yeah. Then to empower the youth. Let them start from there. Then we don't have any good hospital, because I have gone around, no good hospital. That's the reason why when you see any politician in Imo State, they are flying to London or America or wherever.
No, not just even our president flies abroad for his
That's right. Thing. So then what is the key point is we need to, all the basic things, we need to give our people the basic thing that they need. They don't even need to have Ferrari, to have this, or to have Lamborghini. They're not after that. What they need is just the basic things.
Which are?
We need to give them hospital. We need to give them school. We need to give them road. We need to give them water. We need to give them security. Yeah. Then, and we need to see our old people. We need to look after them. Yeah. Create something that people are not doing. Yeah. We need to look into agriculture, because the fuel, the diesel, and whatever is getting out of the face. Yeah. What is the next plan? What do we have in our own agenda? This is things that we need to, put in place. Yeah. Then, And once we are doing this, not everybody, most of the people will not go to school. Yeah. So what's the plan for them? Because you don't want to leave them aside.
Be idle, yeah.
So you need to create something for them where they can learn something.
Okay.
Make sure that every local government has something like that. Every local government have a standard place we can put our old people who have no family, and it doesn't cost nothing. Actually nothing. All this money they are looping outside, we can use this money to put our people, put smile on our people's face and restore their hope.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Prince Onyewuchi Ogbonna. Thank you so much for all, obviously, your contribution. Want to really appreciate all our callers. I really appreciate you. Thank you for all your opinions. Thank you. You have the right, like I said, to give your opinion. So we appreciate your call. Thank you for tuning in and watching the show. So, Prince Onyewuchi, can only wish you the best.
Thank you.
And when you get there, I'm sure our callers will get out for you if you're not doing anything anymore. So we will put our eyes on you.
Of course, definitely. I'm waiting.
I hope you allow us to get into the state
house. Of course. This time, what I'm saying is that this time is the time people need to have access with me. I'm just a leader.
Okay.
I'm not a ruler.
We will remind you.
I'm not a ruler.
We have to go on a break now. Thank you so much for coming on the Ben Breakfast Show. We'll be taking our next guest, which is Tora Olaya. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Okay.